What's up? Welcome back to the Metalhead Car Show. A little while ago, Ford made waves sending their new GTD Mustang around the Nurburgring. And on a bit of a damp course, they completed a lap in under 7 minutes. This is a massive achievement, not just for Ford, but also Mustangs as a whole, American cars, and muscle cars. But it also got me thinking, with this $300,000 track-focused muscle car being able to go in under 7 minutes, it brought up the question of, what's the cheapest cars you can get for under 8 minutes? Not the question we need answered, but here we are. So I'm looking at the cars that'll do the Nürburgring in under 8 minutes from when they were tested, and funny enough, all these cars actually ended up being 20 grand or less. So enough dawdling, let's get right into it. Starting off in 6th place with the 2009 Porsche Panamera Turbo. Now, when the Panamera Turbo first came out, it wasn't really the most loved Porsche ever. People thought it was too big, too heavy, too bulky, and wasn't the prettiest car in the world. But in 2009, Porsche brought out a sedan that made 500 horsepower and do the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 56 seconds, making it a real threat to every other sedan out there. And now, in this brand new year, 2025, you can go pick up a Porsche Panamera Turbo for $20,000. Next up is another Porsche, and that is the 996 Carrera S. Now, the 996 came out in 1998 and went to 2004, and it was the first liquid-cooled Porsche ever built. Some people didn't love the step away from air-cooled, some people didn't love the runny egg headlights. Personally, I think it's one of the best-looking 911s ever made. But when it was tested, the 996 911 Carrera S did a 7-minute, 59-second run, which for its time, that was really fast. 4 seats, manual transmission, makes 320 horsepower, and you can pick one up for $20,000. Next up is actually another sedan, as the 2013 E63 AMG. Running a 7-speed transmission through a 5.5-liter V8, making 508 horsepower. Fastest sedan on the list, it did the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 55 seconds, and you can get into one for like $19,900. Next up is probably a favorite car on the list, but the C5 Z06 Corvette. Now we're looking at the updated version of this, which actually made 405 horsepower from a 5.7-liter V8. These things are pretty cheaply made, the interiors are hilarious, but they are grossly undervalued. But despite some of its cheap build quality, this thing actually did the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 56 seconds, which for, again, a kind of cheaply built American car, that's super impressive. And the only car here with pop-up headlights. Second place, the newest car on the list, but the Toyota GR86. The GR86 is the new version of the GR GT or the BRZ. BRZ for my American folks. But it has a turbo flat 4, it makes like 224 horsepower, it's made to be fun, and this thing actually did the Nürburgring in 7 minutes, 59.1 seconds. Which for a car that you can now get for like $13,500, that is a steal. That is awesome. In regards to how much it costs new, it's probably the best bang for the buck car on the list. Imagine if you put really good tires on this and a bigger turbo. It'd be a riot. But the number one car on the list, purely because it's the cheapest, is the 2015 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Now, funny enough, a couple weeks ago, Doug DeMuro and a couple of his friends did a cheap car challenge for the car bids page. He chose a 2013 Cayenne Turbo. It's a 550 horsepower all-wheel drive SUV that'll kind of do everything. I get why he picked it. It's one of the fastest SUVs around the Nürburgring ever. It did like a 959, and this thing is wild. And you can go pick one up for like $14,000. You might have an expensive repair cost for it, but honestly, that's a wild price for that car. But there you have it. That is 6 cars that cost $20,000 or less that'll do the Nürburgring in under 8 minutes. I want to know, what do you think? Of those 6 cars, which one would you buy for the track? And is there anything on the list that surprised you? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and enjoy the video you've seen. I tend to post a couple times a week, and I'll see you later.